Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler for these series V's I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. Eat stuff and drink stuff that, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. This is a consolation prize review. Yay! But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Well, it happens to be my Corvin's Breed shirt, which I really like this shirt. It's very cool, just like kind of understated, but very distinct design. That was Corvin's Breed, though. Corvin's Breed is a kind of one-man musical project done by a guy named Matty Corvin, who I became familiar with in 2023. He was actually going over there and sort of helping out on different tours and stuff that I'd actually been part of. Not part of, but, that I'd been witness to. And in the last one that I got to see him in, he actually got to go over there and perform on stage and do his thing. And I thought it was super badass. Really nice guy, too. I got to chat with him a little bit after the show. Seemed like a good dude. And, yeah, I just really enjoyed his set. Kind of, sort of an industrial metal kind of vibe. I was digging it. I love industrial. I love metal. And, yeah, man, it's impressive as hell when, you're working together as a band and trying to make that whole thing, but then when you're like the entire creative driving force, like that's so cool. I like this stuff so much. Obviously, I got the shirt. I also got some videos of his performance. They're on the channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as his music goes, because I think the dude's super cool. But anyway, what am I trying for today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it a consolation prize? So I decided to pop on out to Boom Sonic. This isn't the review item, though. This is just for me. Because I was looking over their menu, and they had some fancy new stuff. And I was like, cool, fancy new stuff. They had a couple of drinks I wanted to try. They had a burger I wanted to try. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm set, man. Get in my reviews. Be a happy Brandon Wenzel. But then I got to the Sonic, and I don't know if I missed them, or if my location just wasn't carrying them, or just, I don't know. But none of them were on the menu. So I ended up just looking over the normal menu to see what they had, and that's where the review item comes in, because it's Boom! But what is this? It's one of their Car Hops classics. This is their Fritos chili cheese wrap, which consists of crunchy Fritos, warm chili, melted cheddar. Basically, it's a Taco Bell item. But sure, man. And yeah, it's basically just a little burrito. It looks like this. We'll kind of go, ha 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 ha. It's not very impressive looking, but that's okay. It's the end of the day. It's about the flavor. So let's give it a go. It's not bad. Yeah, it's got kind of a Frito pie vibe to it. I'm guessing I wonder if they use normal Fritos or if they have like special Fritos that come in to make it, like maybe they're like specifically shaped or something. And then I wonder, are they using just classic style Fritos or are they using actual chili cheese Fritos? Chili cheese on top of chili cheese. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. And yeah, it feels very much like a Taco Bell menu item. Back when Taco Bell was fun. Every now and again, they give us a little bit of a handout, They do the what was it, like the nostalgia menu or whatever the hell it was, or... Man, but they're still leagues away from where they used to be, at least in my opinion. This is perfectly fine. The Fritos add a nice crunch to it. Although, obviously, the chili and whatnot has made them a little bit soggy. But, you're still getting a little bit of a crunch to them. The chili itself is very fine. Like, it's extremely just okay. It has an okay taste to it, but, like, there's no heat to it. There's no kick to it. There's really nothing about the chili that's coming off as, like, really being anything noteworthy. It's just used to fill the, the burrito or the wrap or whatever you want to consider it. But, I mean, it's meaty. You get a lot of it. I do feel like the Fritos are probably acting as a bit of a filler instead of, the more meat and what have you. But, I mean, that's what the whole thing's here for. It's fine. But I'll be honest, it just feels like a less impressive version of, again, something that Taco Bell would put out. Like, it's tasty enough. Cheese, chili, they all work, of course. Like I said, Fritos add a nice crunch, a little bit of an extra flavor vibe. You do get a little bit of the Fritos, like, corn flavor. I'm guessing they're definitely, like, the corn ones and not the chili cheese ones. Yeah, it's fine. Oh. It's meaty, it's cheesy, it's not a terrible option. It's just nothing, like, supremely special or unique. Alright, well, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? On occasion, and sure. Like, I'm not going to give this one a huge resounding success because, again, all the things I just said, it just feels like a lesser Taco Bell item. And the overall of it is fine. I've had worse things off of Sonic's menu, but I've also had better things. It's, a decent enough for what it is kind of deal. And as like a quick snack or something like that, if you happen to be going by a Sonic, yeah, I think it works out in that regard. But it's also definitely not like a destination item. It's nothing, you need to experience in your life or anything. It's a very okay fast food item. It's kind of interesting that it comes from Sonic, And Sonic has, I've always been a little bit here with Sonic, they've been kind of hit or miss for me. But they do have a lot of items. And, some of them are kind of fun and some of them aren't as fun. This one's kind of fun. So I could see myself getting it again. If I'm recommending it, however, I mean, sure. Like I said, it's a car hop classic. It's one of those things where it's like, you could definitely do a substantially better version of this in so many ways. Because, again, like, it's fine, but, like, it's very unremarkable at the end of the day, and it doesn't feel like something that would be that hard to jazz up a little bit and make it a little bit more remarkable. But, as it is, again, it's not a bad thing. You could do worse when it comes to Sonic. And again, it's a nice filling, I'll give it that. Like I said, it's a nice filling little thing. Quick, easy to eat. Sure. Why not? But there's definitely better shit on Sonic's menu. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of the year. Folks, go over there yourselves a truly chili cheese Fritos-tastic rest of your life. That would have made it even better, I think. Science needs to work on that one. Maybe. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your favorite flavor of Fritos? I mean, really, you can't go wrong with any of them. About the only ones I think I've ever had where I was a little bit on were the jalapeno ones that they did. They weren't terrible, but I was expecting better. I just like, maybe if they'd been like a jalapeno cheddar or something, I could have got a little bit more on board. But really, the Nashville hot ones were pretty good, but not as good as I was hoping, now that I think about it. But they were still decent. I think for me personally, I like the honey barbecue ones, the twisty ones. I think those are probably my all-around favorite. But what about you? Let me know. I'd be interested to hear about it. Hit me up in the comments, all that good stuff. Bye.